Well, they say it's not, it's just not that. It's also the sex scandal, right? The sex scandal is a big part of this.
Despite those efforts, church attendance has dropped off sharply. That's part of a broader trend in Germany. People are leaving the church in droves. Sex abuse scandals have taken a heavy toll across the country.
They've trashed the liturgy. It's unrecognizable. They're, by their own admission, they got to invent something else to try to get people to come into church. Nobody cares about their new and reformed, revised liturgy, right? They stopped teaching moral theology in the schools. Kids haven't a clue. They don't teach the rosary. Don't know what's going on. They started recruiting homosexuals into seminaries. They tore out all the divisions between laity and priesthood, right? And what do you know? There's a sex abuse crisis in the church. Wow. Who saw that coming, right? Send in the clowns. Send in the lady bishops. Never mind that even according to the World Health, get this is so crucial. Don't let them get away with this. Even according to the World Health Organization, our buddies at the WHO, figures on child sexual abuse in Germany, came out of that studies recently. 1 million children in Germany have been sexually abused, okay, or are in the process of being sexually abused. Now that, according to the WHO, is 1 to 2 children in every classroom, every class in public schools. You see where I'm going is, right? What does that mean then? Do we need more gay teachers to stop the sexual abuse in classrooms? No. So why do we need more gay priests? Do we need more female teachers? No, that's not the problem. But in the church, we need some female priests. That'll fix the problem. Why? What's the relation here? They don't bother to explain any of that. Because what this actually means, what we're seeing with these staggering sex abuse of kids, these staggering statistics, what it means is that the sexual revolution's roosters are finally coming home to roost, right? It means that the progressive woke society that we've built out of the ashes of Christendom is completely out of control sexually and morally, isn't it? It means the European Union, like everywhere else, is a cesspool of child abuse.
Did you know that according to estimates, between 10 and 20% of children in Europe suffer sexual abuse before they turn 18? Abuse occurs mainly in their immediate environment, but the internet has added a new dimension to it.
And yet the Catholic Church, and that's something, Catholic Church in Germany seems positively anxious and eager to use this massive sex abuse crisis that's going on everywhere. Protestant denominations, Jewish religion, everywhere, especially public schools. How much access do kids have to priests anymore? Not nearly as much as they have access to these perverse teachers, these perverts that somehow get over the walls in public schools, right? Or in the family, in the home, the broken home with 5 stepdads for every 5 months, 5 new stepdads, right? All sorts of access. Well, they don't have that kind of access in the Catholic Church anymore, but nobody pays any attention to that. Just like they're always out there making fun of the nuns and the old habits for hitting people with erasers and rulers, when there haven't been nuns dressed like that in anybody's living memory. They still are talking about the nuns beating the kids up with the rulers. It's just these little myths, these black legends that they continue to propagate, right? So now they're using the sex abuse crisis as an excuse in the church to throw more woke ideology at the problem.
Germany's Catholic Church might be on the verge of fundamental changes. Hundreds of thousands of believers are leaving. Most German Catholics think that without a radical change, their church has no future. That's why bishops, priests and church members are demanding just that from the Vatican. The so-called Synodal path would like to initiate the reform of Catholicism. This is what they want: female priests. Homosexuals within the church. Loosening celibacy rules. The church should think twice about abstinence or celibacy for priests. They demand a new outlook on sexuality. These suggestions for reform were motivated by the massive abuse seen within the church.
Yeah, okay, Slick. Yeah, that's a great idea. You might be onto something, except for one little teensy-weensy problem. You see, in Germany, where you're talking here, in Germany, the thing is, the Protestant churches are having just as many problems. The Protestant churches are also hemorrhaging members all over Germany.
The Protestant Church is also losing members. In 2021, for the first time, less than half the population belonged to the Catholic or Protestant Church. That means anyone who is Catholic or Protestant in Germany today belongs to a minority.
Yeah, That's what's happening. And yet, for decades now, the Protestants have already had homosexual priests. They've already had the gay little bishops. They already had the married little ministers. They already had the lady bishops. And yet, 228,000 Protestants left Germany's 20 different Christian denominations just last year. Do you see the fake and gay fake news here? Why on earth would changing the Catholic Church's rules on celibacy, women, and homosexuality, the priests or anywhere else, why would that be in any sense a solution? Well, the short answer is it's not. It won't be. And that's not the point. They're dismantling the Catholic Church, and they're using little kids who've been sexually abused as an excuse to do that. Because what else right now does the vaunted Deutsch hierarchy, what else do they propose to do about their dying church?
The German Synodal Weg has come out today, 93% in favour of blessing for same-sex couples and for civilly divorced and remarried by March 2026.